I had to go, I had to grow. They doubted, so I had to show. All my life I wanted more. Fucking up your audio. Goofy niggas comical. Can't tell me nothing, I just feel so unstoppable. I had to change it up. And the time's getting harder, we just trying to benefit.
Alright, so man, how y'all doing today, bro?
Man, blessed, man.
Blessed. Everything's solid.
Blessed and highly favored. I'm here with my boy Bale, my boy Kev, the trenches, you know what I mean? And this is Undrafted the label.
Yes, sir.
Undrafted the label.
Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna get into more of them details a little bit later. So look, y'all grew up as demos, a
Yes,
winner.
sir.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't really want to respect us, but we was winners though. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
right.
Whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
How was your football experience?
With the demos?
Yeah.
I mean, that shit, you know how that shit is, man. I know, real talk, you got to be a different type of person to play football on the east side.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I feel like we was really like the only team on the east side, for real, like in LA.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you just have to be different. So I
Yeah.
feel like that shit made me who I am today.
Facts.
To be a demo, like that had a demo blood in me, like it's real
was just
different.
something
It's
else.
just
It was a
different.
whole different spirit.
You gotta be tough.
Yeah,
That's
from
for
the
sure.
coaches, from
Yeah.
the coaches, and even the type of stuff I learned. Like, I mean, our last year, well, I think it was my last year.
Yeah, I played with you our last year. We got whooped by Compton.
But our last year, like, it was so much talent on that team.
Man, facts.
You, Tevin, Carrington, Malcolm,
And not
me,
even G Money,
G Money.
not even to mention the people that couldn't play with us.
Yeah.
Because what was that? It was a couple dudes that couldn't play with us.
Well, it's monsters though.
Man, it was
monsters.
And they ain't even get to see us in
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So, but I just feel like even that team, like, I learned so much from having like Poncho and Boo as my coaches. You feel me?
Facts.
Skill level, and also like mentality and maturing and becoming a man and taking that next step on to playing high school ball. You feel me?
Yeah.
I had a lot of ups and downs that year, me personally, you know. But I learned a lot from Poncho and Coach Boo. You feel me?
Coach Boo was in the league.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
feel me?
So
Yeah.
we learned from the best.
Yeah,
And Poncho
yeah.
was a two-handed quarterback or something,
Yeah.
whatever they call it.
Ambidextrous.
Poncho was. I said it would have said whoever. If it was anybody, it would have been Poncho to be that person.
Yeah.
So and then just the legendary atmosphere up there. You know what I'm saying? And then when you think about what the demos are doing today, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Blue Bus Clan and all these people graduating college and making
Yeah.
their moves, doing what they
Right.
do, the trenches right here.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about that, how thankful are you to be able to play for? I mean, you gotta understand, this is legendary. Demos is legendary.
No,
You gotta
yeah.
put some
Sure.
respect on it all the time.
Put some respect
So
on
you
it.
know how many relationships have you made there? You know what I'm saying? That also contributed on and off the field, because a lot of what people really don't understand, when you grow up playing Pop Warner football, whatever sport you play, man, that's a brotherhood, because there's some people that you connect with for life.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I mean.
for
sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, just like you said, it's for life. I mean, look what we doing right now.
Facts.
You feel me? This like what? This almost what?
Man,
10,
it's
11
been a-
years
it's
later.
been a
For
minute.
sure, that long.
This 10, 11 years
Longer
later,
than that.
and we still like, you call me for anything, I'm gonna be there. I know that it's vice versa. So
Right.
that's what I feel like. I feel like you said, it's a brotherhood. This shit gonna last forever. Like, you
Facts.
feel me? Like,
Facts.
you know. So it's just
It's solidified.
Yeah.
All right,
We
so
locked
look,
in.
I want to get into this now. You said you were a horrible college student.
yeah, I was.
What made you horrible? I mean, it's bad and it's horrible. Like, what are you doing, bro?
No, just I mean, I just wasn't engaged. I wasn't locked in. I feel like when you go to school, college is an experience that there's nobody there. You feel me? I mean, I went to JUCO before I went to to New Mexico. JUCO is more still kind of like you got people on you because you around the house. You still got the coaches that that's in your life and involved. I'm talking about like not my college coaches per se, but them too. That's going around checking this, checking that. It feel like you still like, I wouldn't say kind of high schoolish, but it's still like a lot of still involvement. Yeah. When you go and leave for your family and everybody it's not really like, I feel like college football is still like a business also. So just like they passing out scholarship, they like, nigga, if you're not handling your business, I'm just gonna call somebody else that want to be up here, snatch your scholarship away. Like, I don't have to be on you because there's more people that want to come up here and play.
Yeah.
So
you feel me? So
at that point, this is their life.
Yeah.
It's serious business. Like
no, college football is just business. It's just like the NFL. It's not on a major scale. You feel me? But it's a lot of business that go on. You feel me? So it's still kind of like you got to be engaged with the whole everything, with the school, with football, and then just school. I wasn't engaged. More so too, like me being out of my environment. You feel me? I used to always think like being homesick was like
was it like a
myth.
culture shock?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
Like
can relate to
snowing, not want to go out. Like I'm not going to class. It's snowing right now. I mean, like I'm not going nowhere, bro.
Any excuse,
I'm staying in here.
You know what? And you know what? When I went to Oklahoma, I don't know why I thought I was gonna see palm trees, bro.
Yeah.
When I went out there, it wasn't a palm tree. And what finally made me homesick, I saw an armadillo.
Damn.
You don't see, and when I walked up on it, the homie curled up. I said, I want to go home. This ain't it. You feel me? Like I remember the coaches used to say, like, when y'all go home, y'all go home. I'm like, this is not my home. I'm not never gonna refer to this as home.
Yeah.
So it took me a minute to get comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to just be out there, you know, people from Texas, Oklahoma, you meeting all these different people.
Yeah, right.
So it was a whole different experience for me. But I'm not gonna lie. If anything I missed about that, I missed the people.
Yeah.
Made some solid friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
brothers there.
No,
too.
no, I definitely like well, my boy L'Oreal, you know, he helped me start getting into rap. Like that's my
Okay.
boy.
Yeah.
My boy Alex Gaines, he from LA. Like you said, like I met a lot of Kayvon, D Holmes. Like I met a lot of niggas that I'm always gonna be friends with. You know, that we still friends to this day. You feel me? So yeah, you do need a lot of connections, because what I've learned is like everybody go through the same shit. Like, you know, we related on so many different levels.
Right.
And it's the same shit, like, oh, you going through that too? Oh, you going through that too? Or I can relate to everything you're going through. But they just people that you never even met or you never even seen before.
Right.
You know, but they still relate, everything relatable. So that's how y'all get that brotherhood.
Yeah,
you feel
boy,
me?
you know that's the thing, man. We all human beings. We all bleed the same. You know, all in all, we're all God's children.
Yeah.
So ultimately, we can all relate. So you basically were saying, like, you know, your thing was to just stay eligible to play ball.
Yeah, that's
you feel
it.
me? And I straight up.
Relate.
I understand. I mean, because see, my mom, she was college. My steppops was like, do what you got to do to play football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Because
Nah.
I mean, you can go far in football. You said that you knew, like, you didn't want to be a doctor. You knew you didn't want to be a lawyer. You knew you didn't want to be that stuff.
Nah.
Now, my thing is this. The thing about school is, it's like they only give you so much of an option.
Yeah.
We don't really think about being in business until we get older. A lot
Like,
of the
damn,
time.
I wish I could do
You
this. I
want-
wish I could do that.
Right. So let me
Yeah.
ask you this: would you say, okay, because you said you at a certain point you kind of didn't believe at a certain point, but would you say it was because you
Believe in what, as far as what?
believe in, like, let me see, you said you didn't really believe that you wanted to do any of that stuff. Now, would you say it's because you didn't see anybody else do it, or just you didn't understand the process of becoming a
No,
doctor?
I mean, I didn't come from that.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
know,
gotcha,
bro, we've been
yeah.
playing football how
Right.
long, JoJo? When you could play clinic?
Man,
You can play
7 years
clinic when
old.
you're 7 years old.
Facts.
You can start
Right.
playing.
Especially
we
back
train,
then.
bro. You can play clinic when you're
Right.
7 years old. homie.
Right.
You train to play football. We
Yeah.
was trained to do that. I'm not
Right.
like.
Right.
I mean, I'm in regular school. Like, bro, what you want to be? What your
Right.
dream is? Everybody right there. I'm about to be a football player.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts.
Cause that's how much it was instilled.
Yeah.
Like, bro, when that last year, Poncho, in like 2 years for like the, I want to say, since I was Mighty Mite, bro, football started in the spring.
Yeah,
Like, we was working out.
Yeah, Poncho had us
in
working
the, in the spring. So that's why I'm like, oh yeah, like this shit almost year round.
Right.
They
Yeah.
turned that shit into like AAU.
He
But-
showed us that,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Poncho showed me that. Like,
Yeah.
bro, football really. If I really want to play this shit, I got to start in March
Right.
to December,
Right.
and then I take a few months off. Then March to December.
Yeah.
That was my whole life.
And see,
Like,
my point being is this: sometimes the only thing we can think about is the sport we play.
Yeah.
That's all we know.
Yeah.
So we don't care to be a doctor or a lawyer,
Or-
you know.
yeah, or if
and,
you-
and then it's the first thing that you ever loved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you ever loved was football.
Yeah.
And to you free. You
Yeah.
playing ball. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gotta worry about thinking. I ain't gotta worry about like
Man,
tripping.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right. And the thing
Yeah,
is-
all I gotta do is show up on time for practice.
right.
You feel me? Have some little discipline about me, so I don't
Right.
get going by the coaches and know what I'm
Right,
doing.
yeah, they don't want that.
Yeah.
And then see, this is another thing too. We worked hard for football before money was involved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for a lot of people, when football is over, they don't know what else they want to do.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, all right, I love football. I worked hard for football, but I'm working hard for you, and I don't like this.
Yeah.
So a lot of people got to find their way back to that. So that was my point, asking, you know, did you know anything else, or did you feel like
Or
that was...
I mean, or if we want to go even deeper
Yeah.
to the environment that we all from,
Yeah,
if it wasn't football, I'm gonna be
Do
like a
something
hustler.
else. Yeah, facts.
You feel me? Cause that's like, you know, everybody that I grew up, my uncles, my stepdad, my cousins, they all hustlers except for his brother. His brother went to college, plays football at Syracuse. He was another one of like a driving force for me to keep on going. Seeing somebody that I was like in the same household with, you know, cause we was in the same household a lot. Take it somewhere else. So I'm like, oh, if he doing it, I'm watching him do it, I definitely could do it. But besides DeAndre, it was just like, I'm going to be involved in the streets.
Yeah.
And then you see how far the streets really get you sometimes. At an
Yeah.
early age, we was exposed to a lot. Like early.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
You feel me? I mean, I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
was too. You feel me? We all are coming from where we come from. So it's just either like, I'm either gonna play ball or I'm gonna be in the streets trying to make $1.
Yeah.
You
Understood,
feel me? It ain't like
yeah.
my cousins is coming like, hey, yeah, you know, I'm a
Right.
doctor. Like, ain't nobody no goddamn doctor
Right.
in my family.
What we see is money, and that's what we want to get.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that is, until we get old enough to really think, okay, we actually want to do
Yeah.
something.
Or I mean, or you just want to be like, you see, like I said, you get exposed to stuff early. So you also get exposed to like, you know, I grew up in a single parent household for the most part. So I'm seeing my mom struggle with this, struggle with that. So it's like, it's not even so more so the money is my motivation. It's like being a factor in my household and helping my mom and helping my brothers and shit get up out the situation. So when my sister or my younger brother get of age, they like, oh no, I never knew this. I just knew that my brother was successful and this is what we know. You feel me? They don't have to be like, oh damn, my mom's struggling for this or that.
Okay,
You know?
Got you. Okay, so when school is over, you're done with school, was there something that you considered before rap, after football? Was there something that you thought like, okay, I'm gonna go all in with? Because see, you said rap found you.
Yeah.
And see, that's what people gotta understand. When you get to acting on whatever you want to do, your purpose is gonna find you.
Yeah.
You're gonna meet your
Yeah.
purpose.
I wasn't-
You're mentally ready.
I wasn't trying to be no rapper.
Yeah.
Like I mean, you said you watched the interviews and stuff. Like, you feel me? My boy L'Oreal, he was like, I didn't have no major in college. Like it was communications, but it's like,
You just went to college. You was like, boy, that was it, bro.
yeah, like I ain't gonna lie. Like nobody sat me down and had that conversation. It was like, you know, when you get to college, make sure you had this in mind, had this in mind, had this in mind. It was just like, I went out there. I'm just gonna try to play football and try to see if I could bust my move. Maybe if I don't get to lead, maybe go bust CF. Sorry about that, my phone ringing. Maybe I could bust the CFL or something like that, whatever. But we'll talk about that as we go on. But like, so my boy, he was like a media marketer major. And so I'm thinking like, oh yeah, man, that shit sound cool. Maybe I could do that. Like fuck with some advertising, you feel me? Try to make some commercials. But shit, them classes was just as like
Whatever.
Yeah, man. So I was
That's
just
the
like,
crazy part, because a lot of people really don't know what they want to do when they get to college. They just doing it just.
yeah. So I never knew what I wanted to do. So it's just like I said, when I didn't have nowhere to stay, because I had got in trouble up there doing some shit I was supposed to. The nigga L'Oreal was just like, hey man, I make beats. You feel me?
And that's where it started.
Yeah, and I was just fucking around. He went to class because I was staying in his dorm room. This is before I left, bro. I got in trouble. They wasn't giving me no more bread out there. They was like, oh man, I was out there. I couldn't call my mom and be like, hey man, you know what? I got kicked off out the campus. And she was gonna be hot. You know, she was still on me. Like, you better be up there doing what you gotta do. You feel me? Cause she proud of me. You feel me? I'm her oldest son. She like telling everybody my baby in college. Like, I don't want to disappoint her.
Right.
But like when I finally got to tell her, it was just like, you know. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm everywhere right now. But yeah, so he had went to class one day. I wasn't not going to school at all. I'm just living in New Mexico.
Yeah, no, you're not the only person.
Yeah, I'm just out there. I swear to God, I was out there living in New Mexico. Nigga went to class one day. I rap on one of the beats. I'm playing 2K. He come in there like, oh, who there? He was fucking around. He pressed play. He hear me rapping. He take the controller out of my hand like, nah, nigga, you can really do this shit. Everything. He like, yeah, I'm playing. I'm online. I'm gambling too. He like, man, like, nah, man, you could really do some shit with this shit. No, like for real. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm just playing around. He like, no, real shit. And then from there, nigga, that's when the idea sparked my mind. But even when I came back out here, I don't know if you know Coach JJ, but he trained a lot of receivers at Dorsey. I still was trying to play ball because I still in my heart I was like, nigga, I just can't come back and be like I'm a rapper. So I'm bro, I've been playing football since I was 7. So I'm not about to just give up on this shit no matter what. So even when I came back out here, I still was trying to play football. You feel me? So I still came back here to start training. I went to a gang of CFL tryouts.
Okay, so you really went after it.
Yeah. Even when I was done, I went to a gang of CFL tryouts. I went to a gang arena tryouts. So the crazy thing is, I end up getting assigned to an arena team back in New Mexico. So I end up back up out there, and then nigga, I'm just out there. I'm playing. We getting paid like $150 a game, bro. Nigga, I'm out there. You don't get they don't got no medical treatment for you, no nothing. Had to sprain MCL out there. I had to sprain shoulder out there. I'm getting fucked up.
What was y'all living in a hotel?
We living in a hotel. Living in a hotel, but they was paying for all that though.
Yeah.
But nigga, it was just bad. So that.
Yeah, and see the thing is, like now I like how they got so many different leagues. They got the XFL. The Arena League is popping now.
Yeah.
Like they all taken care of. Like where the team cheated at San Diego.
Yeah.
Like, they
But
doing good with
that was like cheated like at a real arena league. Like
okay.
he like
okay, got
yeah,
it.
he at the real big time.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when I'm talking about this, like
a local one.
bro, this like
Indoor
this
league.
yeah, it's the indoor. It's not even arena. It's the indoor football.
Okay.
The IFL. You feel me?
But so what was that whole process even? How hard was that for you? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, just grinding every day. What you mean, like living out there or just getting that opportunity?
Just going tryout after tryout.
Bro, it's a grind. It's just like you never know. You feel me? Like you just out there working every day. It's like a grind. Like just like man, it's like JUCO. It's what it feel like again. Cause I'm out there going tryouts. Then you spending your money. You spending your money at these little CFL leagues. You gotta pay to go to a CFL workout. So you paying for the CFL workout to get the look. You feel me? I'm there torching everybody though. I'm doing my thing, but they're not calling back. Then they had this little, I don't know if you remember, I think you probably was still in school, but they had started this league. Like it was like they had an LA team, they had a Texas team, they had a few teams. That shit folded, so nigga thought I was gonna play that. That didn't happen, that folded. So finally somebody hit me, was like, hey man, yeah, shit, I think I can get you into this indoor football league if you trying to fuck with it. Cause you know, the thing is now, like I'm trying to play indoor football so I can get to the CFL. So I get to the CFL so I can go to the NFL. So I'm just trying to get as much film as I can, just get film. Cause that's the thing that they tell you, like you need film. I don't got no agent, so I don't got nobody that know people that's knocking down doors. And then it's like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with the agent right now if I'm not like if I didn't go to no D1 school or if I'm not like no prominent D2 star, you feel me? Because a few dudes out that went to my school got to look at the league, you feel me? But them niggas, they was like real like, it was only like 2, 3, 4 of them, you feel me? It wasn't a lot. Yeah, no, for sure. So just doing that is just like a process over and over and over. So then when I went there, I came back, and then when I came back from the arena league, that's when I was like, you know what, let me try to do this, get this rap shit, a chance, you feel me? So it was a whole process before I even really put down football to really start rapping. It wasn't just like, oh, I came home, I'm rapping now. I was like, nah, because I still had love for football. And I'm thinking like, nigga gave my whole life to this process. Yeah. So I just can't let it go. It's just like if you in a relationship with a girl, y'all been rocking for like 10 years, and it's like the last 2-3 years it's been sour, but you still trying to fight for it, cause you know, but that's how it was.
I get that, and so many people they kind of just drop and that's it. You know, it's just, now you in this world of confusion. You know? It's like, what am I gonna do? Yeah. So
and also too, not like that. My bad. Like when you say that confusion, like it was safe for me to play football. Yeah. It was the comfortable thing for me to do.
It made you feel good.
Yeah, it was just or it was just safe. It was just like, you know what, I'm still doing this. Yeah. Like how you said, niggas get dropped in the world and it's like, what I'm gonna do? I just came here, you know, kind of like a little part-time kid, was doing my thing on the side, whatever, little hustlers, and then I was still trying to play football because it was like, it's comfortable doing this. It took me a minute to be comfortable with like accepting, like, I'm rapping, I'm making music. That's just me though.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand that because ultimately you needed to go through that because a lot of people, they have to find their purpose. So basically what you were doing was preparing yourself throughout that whole situation mentally. Because I gotta go try to, I have to work hard for this. Yeah. When did you walk away?
After high school. Nah, I went back to try to play, but it was pretty much over with. Like,
it just wasn't the same, huh?
Nah. Then I had got hit, and then it was like the worst. So
Really?
after that, it was like, I'm not gonna do this no more. I'm done.
I'm done. I feel that. I feel that.
That's why I respected that. He kept going. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
All right, so the name Bale. Believe, achieve, live, and exceed.
Yeah.
This is a very powerful acronym.
Nobody even really know that.
No, I
Yeah.
told you I did my homework. That's
Yeah.
how I found out.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask initially. That was initially one of my. I had to do your whole thing over.
Yeah.
I said I'm about to scrap this, do it all over again because initially I had something for you when we first set up.
Yeah.
That didn't go through. So a couple days ago, I was like, I'm gonna start all over again.
Yeah.
Just really did my homework. So
That's blessings.
that's a powerful acronym. You know what I'm saying? Your last name is Bale,
Uh-huh.
right? Okay, so what was the process like in actually coming up with this to make this your name and understanding that acronym?
Cause I used to just go by D-Bale,
Okay.
like Demonte Bell was like D-Bale, but then everybody was like, no, that shit sound like J. Cole.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, so I was like, what can I? Yeah, I was like, what can I do? Like something different to make it make sense and still be me and still mean something. Cause I didn't want to name myself like OG Gangster Flash or some shit like that. You know, like like how niggas be having names. You feel me? But I just wanted something that was me, and like it meant something. So I was just like Bale, Bale. And I was like, I'm just gonna name myself Bale. Then I was like BALE. I was like, believe, achieve, live, exceed.
And it came like that. It wasn't like you didn't think about that.
Nah, it just came. I swear to God, I just grabbed it out the air. I'm like, damn. I'm like, Bale, believe, achieve, live, exceed. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be my name, and then I'm just gonna make it mean something. And then that's how I swear it just came like that.
We'll see.
Smoking.
Right.
And
Yeah, gotta do it too.
I was smoking high, just
when
chilling.
you talk about the whole football situation, how you just didn't give up. That's believe. I'm
Yeah.
gonna break this name down to you. For
Yeah.
every word you got up in this name,
Yeah.
we got a word for it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go. We're going to jump into the rapping situation now. We're going to get further into this. So, as an artist, sometimes you're the only person that believes in yourself.
Oh, bro,
man.
at least for the first 6-7 months.
Oh, yes.
Unless you come out with like a viral hit, like unless you
Yeah.
just like, oh yeah, man, this is my first 6-7 songs and it's
Yeah.
gonna go crazy. Some people do that, but like, I know for the majority, I know a lot of rappers. You know, I've been doing this for a little minute.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like for the first 6 months,
It's ugly.
that's damn near a year. Don't nobody believe in you.
So how
Probably
you-
like him, a couple of people, but like I still had to convince him that I wanted to be a rapper.
So you didn't jump on it. You
When he came, what was it, 16?
Yeah, like 16, like 15, like 2015.
2015. We're
Yeah.
going to get into that too. 2015.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the 16 when you came out
Oh,
with that
when
song.
I made the song
That's why I'm like,
16.
yeah, you can really rap, dude. Like,
Yeah,
and
it's not.
this
I don't
was
know
fresh
where-
out the hospital too, right? Or
Nah, that's before. It's
It had
like
to be before.
it's before the hospital. That's like that's the song. That's one of the songs L'Oreal made, like the
Okay,
beats.
yeah.
You feel me? So that's like 2015.
That was one of my favorite
That's when I
joints.
like, yeah.
Okay, so what kept you motivated though? Okay, because I mean, y'all like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
He ain't messing with it right now, or he ain't showing you too much love. How did you stay motivated throughout that whole process?
Cause I've been through this before.
Okay, the football thing.
Yeah.
Believe.
But yeah,
Okay.
but even
Okay.
like, bro, I've been through this before. I've been like, nah, this shit ain't gonna work. I've been like, my mom telling me, nigga, you need to go get a job, get off my couch. I've been through all this before. Like, it ain't even, it's not nothing new. It's just like, okay, it's just the same process,
Okay.
different instruments.
Yeah.
You feel me? Different elements, different components. But it's mentally, it's the same thing. So it's like, what I'm gonna do is just stop because a nigga tell me he not listening to me.
Yeah.
Like it's a
I
million,
mean, yeah.
it's a million, it's 7 billion people in the world, some shit like that, right?
Yeah,
All I need is 1% of that to really mess with me. Then I be one of the biggest artists in the world. I just need 1%.
Yeah.
That's it.
True.
That's it. I mean, so why didn't you jump on? Because I mean, it's your homie. I understand though, because even my own circle of homies, but I had a reputation of starting stuff and not finishing it because I was trying to find myself. So
Yeah.
I think I want to do this. I tried, figured out I want to do it. Boom, I'm going to the next thing. And I did that for so long. A lot of my homies was just kind of like, you just going through a phase.
You're everywhere, huh?
Yeah, I'm just going through a phase. So what made you kind of like, whatever, like?
Nah, hearing them.
Okay.
Hearing them. And then it's my little cousin. It ain't even my homie.
Right,
like,
right. That's what I'm saying, y'all.
So it's
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
even if I don't know if he would have been whack, I wouldn't. Of course, I wouldn't. I would have told him like, bro, cut your shit. Like, you can't do it. But nah,
that's what
I
I'm
hear it and I know everything
Yeah.
that he talking about. We didn't been through that.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Ourselves. So it was like, that's why it made me really adapt to it though. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing. Oh, you know what? I gotta save it. It's good because it's about to come up. Listen, Undrafted the label. To be undrafted, we're gonna break down the definition for y'all who might not know. Not selected for a team through professional leagues draft, through a professional leagues draft. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing right here. Athletes typically take sports everywhere they go. So I mean, you're a rapper, undrafted, the label, sports related. It's what you relate to, what you love to do. So to be undrafted, what made you want to? Was it because of football that you was kind of like undrafted came to you? Was it because of football, or was that just something that you thought was dope?
Probably a little bit of both. We was in really undrafted was going to be a mixtape.
Okay.
You feel me? It was me, my homeboy Jamil, my homeboy Donald. We was all in the studio, and this one I was recorded like in Santa Ana. I didn't know I had nowhere to record, so. Nigga was just like, I used to call off work all the time when I'm sick, just to go record this shit. Just to go record this shit. So one day we all out there, and like, man, what you gonna call your first tape and shit? I'm getting ready to make it. And I'm like, first I was gonna call it like late rounder, some shit like that. That's some shit like that. But I'm like, nigga ain't never been even to the league, so I was just like undrafted. And then I was gonna call it that. And then my homeboy Damo started making shit like covers and shit. And I was like, man, undrafted, that sounds like a label. And I was just like, man, UTL, undrafted the label. Yeah. And I just like, also feel like when a nigga undrafted, he also.
I was gonna get there.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Go ahead.
But basically, to be undrafted, to be overlooked, to be slept on.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you are overlooked, or do you feel like you have been slept on?
Yeah, of course. Especially when it comes to the rap. I mean, I feel like people know me, people, respect me and this shit, but it's just like, I still feel like I'm getting overlooked, which is cool because, I watch a lot of interviews too.
It's a part of the process.
Yeah, that's all it is, you feel me? So it's just like, I'm gonna get my just due. You feel me? It's people that really rock with me, that stand with me, that's like, oh, okay, you hard, but, like you said, it's a part of the process.
And then, like I said, the letter E in Bale is to exceed. Now, a lot of people don't understand because you're overlooked, because you're slept on. That's cool. Yeah. But at this point, what you got to do is make sure you're working to exceed their expectations. Yeah. That's the only reason why they slept on you. Yeah. Because they don't really know how you build your work ethic. They don't know your grind. But when they see you take action and you exceed their expectations, boom, they woke up. Yeah. That's how you gain respect. That's how you gain an opportunity. Yeah. So, like you said, even throughout the whole football situation, you grinded. You had to exceed expectations. When you understand that pretty much people just don't really know your grind. You know what I'm saying? When you think about that, what does that make you feel like, knowing that you're doing everything you possibly can, but they still don't respect your grind?
I mean, I can't do it for them. I gotta do it for myself.
I'm speaking for the opportunity though, like the people that the opportunity may be at their discretion.
What you mean?
Kind of like, for a football team, for example, coaches, opportunities that they hand to pick you up or not.
Okay, yeah.
The simple fact is, they see you, they don't know much about you, but you get on that field and you exceed their expectations. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I mean, you just always want to be prepared. Yeah. So just being prepared for every opportunity that I do get, every time I do step in the studio with different type of producers, anytime I do get to rap or do get to play somebody a song, I just always take that and be like, you know what, they're not fucking with me right now, but when y'all hear me, y'all gonna fuck with me. Just like how he's like, bro. He didn't really it was new, but then when he heard me, he like, oh yeah, bro, you got something. So just you exceed expectations by being prepared for the always, and that's what being slept on kind of helped me do, because I'm always gonna be prepared. I'm not automatically expecting somebody to, oh yeah, I fuck with you. It's just like I always gotta make somebody fuck with me. I always gotta prove myself. So it's just like
you learn how to. But see, it feels good when you know that somebody don't expect somebody. Go out there and accept that. Man, what? Yeah. It feels, because see, I ain't gonna lie. Since I've been doing this, I interviewed somebody and I know he wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing, because he was kind of like at the end of it. He was like, bro, I didn't know you was doing it like this. Like, man, you need to keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. And I was like, he was slept on me. It's cool, he was slept on me, but he know what I can do now. Yeah. So my thing is, I know I gotta keep exceeding expectations, because I have to keep reaching out to people. Yeah. And they might. I ain't got the biggest following on Instagram. No. I don't nobody.
But it's gonna grow though, because you put in the work, and whatever you put out in the world is going. The energy is going to go. Yeah.
Continue.
Bro,
I gotta continue.
You don't get it back.
I gotta continue to earn respect through my work ethic.
Yeah, and you gotta be. It's a level of gratitude that come with this.
Facts.
Like having somebody that really say, you know what, I fuck with you, what you doing, JoJo. I fuck what you doing. That clap it up shit, that shit is inspiring. So it had to take me, like, if I had like 6, 7 fans, like, hey, I fuck with your shit, they like my shit, and I always show them people love. And if that 6 turned into 30, that 30 turned into 300, now I probably could say I got 1,000 people for sure that'll go listen to my shit. Or if I drop something, I got 1,000 people for sure that'll buy some merchandise. And I gotta show them people love, and I gotta be grateful and have gratitude that I got that at least.
You got a duty to make sure that you continue to produce for them.
Yes.
That's what you start with.
Yes.
This is how you earn respect. We're gonna clap it up for that. We just broke that down for y'all. You know what I mean? All right, so look, 2015, it looks like, you know, you dropped your first video, the Monster Freestyle. Young Bale. You look like you just getting your feet wet, wet behind the ears, you know what I'm saying? You kinda like, I'm going for it now.
Yeah.
Tell me, what was that process like, and even deciding to even put that freestyle? Was that your first YouTube video?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was that whole situation like?
My homie Damo, he's not here. I speak on him a lot because he was like one of the people that was like really like, oh, man, we gonna do this for real. Because you know he was like a video man, he was a cameraman. You feel me? So he was just like, man, I got my boy that rap, I got the camera, like we really could do something. He believed in me, like. You feel me? So it was just really just him. He was the driving force behind it. He was like, yeah, you know, to just drop some, like, show niggas you can rap, man. Show niggas you can rap. You can really rap. I believe in you. So that's what the whole Monster Freestyle was about. Just like me rapping, getting the camera. We shot that shit in my backyard, me and the homies, and we were just, that's all it was.
You know what? Was that all a freestyle, or did you write into that at all, or did you just straight freestyle?
No. That's written for sure. It's just a Monster Freestyle because it's just.
Okay, well
that's what niggas say.
That's a good thing too, because see, your growth from then to now is so great.
Yeah.
Like, you came a long way with that.
Not for
just
sure.
The sound, the sound is more mature.
Yeah.
You can tell lyrically you've grown so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Then you drop "Tell Me Why." Now, "Tell Me Why," Bill. You like you on your stuff now. You like, nigga, you know, I'm out here. Y'all gonna respect this. I'm swagged up. You know what I'm saying? So. Tell me why, man. What was going on at that point in time?
Well, that was off my first project ever, Gunshots and Airplanes, and that's what it really was. Just like trying to like get a push going. You feel me? Like That was like my first type of song, kind of like stepping out with the auto tune because you hear the auto tune on there. So me trying to
I'm saying you swagged it out.
Yeah, try something different. So that's what that Tell Me Why was about. Just like it was really just like the process of even us saying like, you know what. We gonna do this shit for real, you feel me? And that was like towards the end of 2015 when I was telling myself like, you know what, I'm really just gonna rap and really stick to my guns.
Okay, so 2016, your birthday, 31 times including the bullets that went in and out, 27 blood transfusions, 5% chance of survival, 7-day coma. But you say that when you were laid in the street, knew that you was gonna survive. Bale believed.
Yeah, I never thought I was gonna die. Never once. Like I never was like, oh man, I'm out of here.
That's probably the worst thing you think.
But I mean, most niggas panic. I mean, mind you, it's my birthday, so you know I was sipping on it a little bit, but I feel like even then, like niggas still be like, oh man, I'm shot, I'm about to die. I never felt like that. And it's crazy because I swear to God, Mighty, I know you know Mighty, my little brother.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, so
shout out Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, shout out. He doing his thing too, True. Shout out Young True.
Yeah.
So I swear to God, this is no lie. This is the truth, right? So the day before I got shot, right? Probably 2 days, right? So he in the room watching YouTube videos. He watching old shit. He watching shit about Tupac and Biggie. And he like that nigga Tupac got shot 5 times. He was out of here, like, but he, you know. And then I was like, yeah, man, if that's me, then I swear to God, I would have ate those and just kept it pushing.
2 days later.
2 days later.
Yeah, I swear to God, bro, I'm not even lying to you. When we was just fucking around, you know, God rest the dead. We ain't trying to like talk about Tupac or nothing. I was just like, you know, like. I got that in me, you feel me, on some demo shit, on some East Side shit, like, man, I got that in me, and you feel me, I'd have took those, and then I swear to God, 2 days later, you could ask him, I got shot, yeah, and then have everybody there, he was there, my mom was there, my little...
He broke it down to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
My mom was there, my little brothers was there, everybody coming outside, seeing me, I had blood all on my face. The initial report was I got shot 4 times in the face. That's what everybody was telling me when I woke up and shit.
Everybody was in shock.
Yeah, there was so much blood in like everywhere. You feel me? I got shot in the head twice.
Yeah.
You know, then one's getting the top of my eyelid. So I'm just like, you know, I could just imagine how they going through or what they feeling in that time. Like that shocking is just like.
You know what?
Like,
I be thinking like if something happened to me, I wouldn't be worried about me. I'd be thinking about my mama.
Yeah.
Because I know my mama go crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like,
yeah.
You know, and just to go through that, it's scary. It's scary. But you know, we clap it up. The homie made it out. You know what I'm saying? He's still here. He's still here. Thank God for that.
Yes, sir.
So lots of times people experience these traumatic situations, or sometimes it takes people to like experience something that they really don't like or they're really uncomfortable with in order for them to finally act on their purpose or either go harder.
Yeah.
I think I heard you say something like you wasn't really going super hard in 2015, but after you got shot, it was like, I'm about to go all the way in and I'm giving it everything I got. So why did that make you want to go so much harder?
I mean, because I'm still alive. I got another chance at life. I could have been gone, even if I got shot one time, man. Niggas die of one shot. You feel me? So just the fact that I'm still here, just like, why not? Why would I play with my another opportunity at life? You feel me? Why waste it? You know? And I ain't gonna sit here and say I'm perfect. I ain't gonna sit here and say I don't fall short sometimes. I ain't gonna sit here and say I don't got good days and bad days. But for the most part, in my mind, I was thinking like, you know what? I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a purpose, and then I gotta keep on pushing, and I gotta make it worth it. You know?
Oh yeah, we got them lyrics up in here too.
Yeah.
We'll go over that. We'll speak on that.
No, for sure.
And I mean, even for you though. I mean, you know that situation for you. I mean, you know, how was you feeling?
I thought it was it. I was just thinking the whole time, like, bro, like, I wouldn't have been here to took that. So, like, for the Tapperton little bros, like, it was the worst day of my life. And I tell you the truth, you probably think I'm bullshitting. I ain't had a bad day since that. Because I witnessed that. This my boy, like, this my twin. Like, so it was like, I took it and ran with it, but it made me better too. Like, I woke up one day and was like, I'm gonna start the trenches, and just did that. After that. That was after, on the real. I mean, he was in the hospital, I think, and I started. I had just started getting emergency. He was in the hospital.
Did you already had a name, or did you?
Nah, I was just thinking, like, when we was in school, the teacher, what you gonna do 5-10 years from now? And then I woke up like, man, like, the trenches, we in the trenches. Like,
that's the definition of it right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang, because you know what, in the trenches relate to so much. You play D-line, right?
Nah, I was a skill player.
You was a skill player?
On the real.
I think it don't look nice.
I played quarterback, on the real. I played quarterback and linebacker, yeah.
Oh, I do remember that, bro. But I think you got out of shape before everybody else did. That's the cold shot right there.
Yeah. I was also older than everybody too.
Right, my man. I had my days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, so
look. One thing that you stand on, the best teachers are the people who failed the most. And this is so true. You know? Yeah. We can take it even back to school. If you failed, that was kind of like, that was the worst thing you could do in life. You failed. It wasn't. We weren't taught.
You had your report cards and everything.
Right. We weren't taught that you failed, but you can get better. We were taught you failed.
You failed. That's it.
You flat out messed up.
They putting you in different classes and everything.
Facts. You a troublemaker. They paint this picture of you like a little demon in class.
Yeah,
you know
that's how you know school is like programming.
Man,
it's a system.
Man, I saw a picture the other day. It was like a machine.
System.
It was a machine and people going through.
Yeah.
And it was school. It was coming out with their diplomas through the machine, but to the side, on the side was the colors: red, the creativity; green, believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And it was basically saying all the creativity and all the things that you might have thought about, if it wasn't for school, it's going down to the drain, and you just basically going through this machine.
Because they don't teach you shit like that. Like, if you think about school, I mean, it's not that many teachers. There's a lot of students, but like out of all the teachers there, it's only probably
there's gonna be a handful that you can really rock with.
That you cool with. Yeah. Like if you go 6th, 7th, 8th grade, right? If we just talking about that, or you go let's go to high school, right? Like because there's 4 years there. Yeah. So in the 4 years you've been in high school, you probably only got like 5 teachers that you could say you fucked with.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I still remember
and it's 7 periods a day. So 7 periods for 4 years, you've only fucked with 4 or 5 teachers. You feel me?
Terrible.
You feel me? So it's just like, come on, man, what y'all really up here doing? Like, is y'all encouraging me to be the best people I could be, or y'all just in here following the same things and making it like, oh, well, I'm in here with my head down because it ain't creative. I'm in here with my head down because you ain't doing your job.
Right.
You want me to perform at my highest level, but you ain't making this shit fun for me. I'm only 13, 14 years old. My mind is everywhere right now. I got girls going on. I got football going on. I got me living my life. But you want me to come lock in for this hour
and then judge me
because
of that and try to make me kind of paint me as a menace to society. That's really crazy how that works, man.
Yeah, because
so,
my personality is so big, I can't sit here for an hour. Or, you know, sometimes they break it down in class. Like you got 1, 3, 5, 7. So you in each class for 2 hours. So you want me to contain myself for 2 hours?
But you know what?
Why you just right on the board? Like you're not even making this shit interesting or fun.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
Yeah, I get that. I get that 100%, and that's just what it is. And that, you know, I think that's why us as parents, we're gonna be different than our parents.
No, for sure.
Because we understand it on a different level.
But yeah, even us is like 2021. You feel me? It's just different. Like,
Facts,
you know,
the whole situation, how to get rich is totally different.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
And you own it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you own it too. You got your clothing line, you got your podcast, you got your whatever. I mean, what you got going on?
I need assets. I'm not getting paid doing this. I'm just doing
you got
it
me
because I
more
love
people.
it, bro.
Yeah.
But
you never know what's gonna turn into.
Yeah,
I mean,
facts.
like you say, you don't do nothing for the money.
Yeah, facts.
Because if you do it for the money, you're gonna be miserable when you don't get instant results.
Facts.
But you're doing it for the love. So
Long run.
you having that like. I seen this video today. It's like how you feel when you press up a shirt, a new design. You're like, oh, this shit dope.
It feel like
it feel better than money.
Right.
Like after you feel like
I want to do it. I like doing it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, like how you feel when you do another interview or a brand new interview, or somebody say yes. Oh yeah, like let me go do my research. Or when I feel like when I made like a good song, it's like that feeling right there. That's what you chase.
I'm not gonna even lie to you. The researching part ain't fun because you know what's going on now. I'm starting to notice the people that I'm interviewing. I gotta do more research on. At first, you ain't that big, so I could just look at your Instagram and find everything. I gotta go on YouTube. I gotta go on Google. I gotta really get some stuff. And the cool part about it today, I woke up like it's game day.
But when it's successful. You feel me? So
you
got it's just like practice. A nigga don't want to go to practice every day.
Man.
We want to just one Friday. I want Friday, Saturday to get here. I'm not really tripping about like, but it's like if you going hard in practice, like you got to treat practice. I'm good. I already know where I'm going. I'm not even thinking about nothing. I've been in practice going hard, like, regardless. So it's just like after this interview over, when you go look at it, when they do,
bro, I'm about to feel good.
You feel me? But that's what I learned. That's the feeling you chase.
Right.
Like I'm chasing that. I'm chasing like however I felt when I made this song. I want to go chase that again. So whatever process I gotta go do, if I gotta write I gotta throw that away. I don't matter because I want to get that feeling. And once I get that feeling, it's all worth it. And then the money is just the bonus. You feel me? That's how I always look at it.
That's how you know that you really love something with money involved.
Yeah, that shit's just the bonus, man. Because there's so many other ways to get money out right now, legally. You feel me? So many other hustles. Like, you know, if you're not like, well, I had my little brother posted something funny. Like I never seen a smoker say he not want to go smoke today.
Yeah. I posted it. I had to do it back up.
When I saw that, I said, "Whoa!"
Don't be like he gonna go smoke if you want to smoke. You gotta go for what you want on the real.
So you spoke on. Just bringing up this fella to making mistakes, nigga.
Yeah, go ahead.
You spoke on getting on stage and forgetting the words.
Oh, what?
You spoke on freezing up. I'm talking about getting on stage. Hey,
what?
nigga, I can relate to it because I spoke to some middle school kids. And this day, I was talking, bro. They was. Oh, bro, it's the worst feeling in the world, knowing that you're giving everything you got.
Yeah, and then I pay attention.
So after you did that, understanding the whole thing, like you said, the best teachers are the people who felt the most. After you made those mistakes and you froze up and you forgot your words, how did that help you better prepare yourself?
I got in that backyard and started practicing.
Did you imagine the crowd in front of you?
No, I just started practicing.
I
just started practicing, and I just started rapping. Like if I didn't imagine the crowd, but I started rapping as if there was a crowd. But I be in the backyard speaker because my sister dad, he a DJ, so he got these big ass speakers. I go plug them up, and I just be back there all day for hours, just practicing. And now I'm a better performer than I am like inside the booth on the stage. I'm better. I just went on the Schoolboy Q tour last year.
We're gonna talk about that.
And that shit was just like oh, this is easy. It's nothing. Everybody like, oh, you murdered that shit. That's like, I didn't perform in front of one person before. I swear to God.
You kept the same energy.
Yeah, one person. It's just like,
I mean, but okay,
it's part of the process.
When you perform in front of one person, because only one person is there, how does that feel though? You know what I'm
you
saying?
feel stupid at first. It's
Why
like,
am I here?
yeah, like what the hell, man? But it's just like, you know, you gotta just,
you gotta
you gotta appreciate it. It's just like, it's part of the story. It's part of the growing pains. It's part of everything that come with everything. It's just like, I'm able to say that. So when it's my turn to pass on some game and some advice to somebody that's coming up, whether they super big or, you know, whether they under me, it don't matter. It's just like, I could tell you about my experience. You feel me? And that's what I think that you only could give. I only give advice from my point of view. I mean, from shit that I experienced. I don't give you advice from some shit I heard or something somebody else told me. I can only tell you it and make you feel it and understand it from my experience. Okay. So that's why.
And so the homie sleepy. He wasn't supposed to be here. He's so damn sleepy.
You're terrible.
He's over here.
He needed that champagne in him.
He needed to be woke up.
Yeah, he needed that
get that morning coffee in this morning.
I'll be up early.
Get it in. Hey, that's a business man.
And I ain't slept.
The homie said, I can't teach
He said I ain't slept.
I bet he haven't. Yeah, I bet he haven't. The homie, you post your stuff on your story. You was like, I can't teach you this. Stop asking me.
Yeah, now you gotta want it.
What? You gotta want it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you reposted or something like that. When I was saying, don't expect everybody to give you the game. You gotta go get the game like I got the game.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I help you, but the rest is on you.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you got to go on tour with Schoolboy Q in 2019.
Yeah, shout out my boy TF for putting that together for me.
Shout out to everybody that was involved in that.
Yeah.
All right, so, I mean, you talking about getting shot 31 times. You see everything is going on up. You on tour with Schoolboy Q. You opened up for him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, in front of a big audience. Was this the biggest audience that you performed in front of?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably so. I know it's either the Oakland show, which probably is, but the Oakland show, but we went on tour with Currency too.
Okay, yeah.
A year before that.
Yeah.
And he had the observatory, the main room.
Currency.
I'm talking about people on top of people on top of people.
Hey, was your heart beating out your chest?
Yeah, like, I'm like, oh, this different right here, like, you know, and it's like, I'm like,
It just gave you a taste of what you finna be doing.
yeah, man, that shit was pretty big, but yeah, probably the, I think the Seattle show that we did with
Seattle was
Schoolboy.
big.
Yeah, it was.
Seattle was sold out. All of them were sold out.
Yeah, they all sold out, but Seattle,
The
that shit
venues was bigger.
That shit was big. It was a big ass venue. So probably the Seattle show. Yeah, that's the biggest. It's the
That's
biggest.
another thing too, because see, in football, I know I'm up to play in front of a big crowd.
Yeah.
That's why I know speaking, I can speak to 1,000
people.
people.
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
Yeah.
And so it fulfills that.
Yeah.
So when you stepping on that stage, there ain't nobody know your lyrics like that, or
Nah, they don't know. They don't really know me like that.
Got a vibe
But I just, I get them lit.
Yeah.
And then after the show, when I hop off that stage, it's like, oh, let me follow you. Who is you? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
That's what you get.
And the feeling of success after that, the feeling of success.
Like it's like a culmination. Like it all, like you said, like game day.
Wow.
Like nigga, I did this little venue, this little venue, this little venue, this little venue. So pretty much the venues just they start being the same thing.
Right.
You feel me? I mean, it's more people, but it's the same process.
Yeah,
You
that's
feel
all
me?
it is.
Yeah, it's the same. It's like yeah.
Okay, so would you say you were like? Do you get that game day nervousness?
Oh, like yeah. If you ain't like what they say, if you ain't nervous, it ain't for you.
Yeah,
It's like even having football, like butterflies football. If you ain't got no butterflies, this ain't really for you.
Because you know what? I remember my first time speaking, bro. I was sitting down, but it felt like my body was going like this. I'm like, bro, like calm down. And nigga just put me on Front Street. Get up and speak. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, he was excited.
Yeah, bro. It was,
I mean, once you say your first word,
it's over. Like the kickoff.
Yeah.
The first hit is a wrap.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what was some real valuable game that you learned being amongst the companies of Currency, the company of Schoolboy Q?
What I will say about both of them dudes, being around them dudes, they work ethic. And then they got a lot. They don't got to work that hard. I mean, like they already, and most people, they probably already made it. I ain't never been to Currency House, but I've been to Q House, and that shit is
nice.
Man.
Yeah, he was showing it on the Instagram story.
Yeah. Like, you know what? It's just like, man, it's like he don't got to work as hard as he do. Yeah. But he just dropped the album last year, and he already getting ready to do another one. Yeah. Currency dropped mixtapes every other month. You feel me? Hustling. So it's just like what I got is like, it's the work ethic. You really gotta nigga. You could be here today, and go tomorrow. And that's what I learned from both of them, just the work ethic. That's what I took. Like, nigga, this shit is a constant. Like,
And see, you know what? That's why it's so good to be around people who doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to listen to somebody who ain't did an inkling of what you got going on.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell you all day you can't do this. It ain't gonna work out for you.
Yeah.
You're dumb. You wasting your time.
Yeah.
But when you really around people who did it, all they gonna tell you is, bro, keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. You gonna find your purpose
Yeah.
within that.
But-
keep going.
but you be thinking like that keep going shit is like,
It's cliche.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, but that's all you can do.
Yeah.
What you want?
That's what I'm
you
saying.
can
And
do?
I just believe because you putting your energy in something and you trying to find it,
You'll get it
you're
back.
gonna find your
Yeah.
gonna find your ultimate.
Something
purpose.
gonna
The
happen.
energy you put
facts,
out.
Yeah, facts. You
Something gonna
find
happen.
that.
Something
I
gonna
mean,
happen.
And even for you, because they was wearing the trenches stuff in the shows.
Yeah.
All right, so now you sitting up like $1 million designer.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
I'm
I mean,
just starting. Like,
yeah.
but that made me feel good that
Yeah.
they even threw it on. Like, you feel me?
And they on stage with it. Like,
Yeah, and I was way on the other side, like over. It's all over. It's
Yeah,
like
facts,
third world
facts,
countries and all that. So it's like,
Facts.
damn, like that's me. I do it by myself.
Man.
That's big.
And so you print and do all that on your own.
Everything.
So, okay,
Send it
so
out.
Were you? Did you start with somebody doing your stuff?
I did, but then that didn't work out because they were taking their time. And you feel me? And I'm like, man, I can learn this myself, and he can do it.
Yeah.
So that's when I really just started doing it. When I see me doing it myself, seeing the money, seeing me not having to spend extra money, like that was everything to me. And then I also like I don't even care. It stays like I don't even make merch, and I got orders. But it's not about the money. It's about me making something better out of it. Like, you feel me?
And see, that's another thing I noticed about you. You wear your stuff.
Yeah.
So it seemed like for every pair of shoes you get, you about to go make
For
you a
sure.
trenches
It's
juggernaut.
gonna go
You know
right
what
up.
I'm saying? I understand because I'm getting there too with that.
Yeah.
So we about to go bar for bar, my boy Bale. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna take it back to Flu Gang off the score tape. You know what I'm saying? And you say, had to keep it moving when I failed. I did not dwell. So many people dwell on their failures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, what was that showed that helped you understand you don't have time to dwell? You got to keep going.
Yeah, I feel like that bar had something to do with me getting shot too. Me saying that because when I was in the hospital, they was just telling me like the stronger your mind is, the faster you'll be able to get up and get out of here. So that's why that's like, you know what, I couldn't worry about me being shot. I couldn't be sad about it at that time. I just had to be like, you know what, fuck it. It's over with, it happened. Let me keep on pushing so I can continue with my life.
Okay.
That's where I got that.
I hear that. Now, this bar right here, no days off, got me buzzing like a next tail. I said, Boy, I had to think about that. I think about that buzzing like, no, okay, you on to something right there.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, then you go on to say, I was blind in hindsight. Now it's our time, right? I wish I remembered the rhythm of it because I love that. You know,
So
you said I
life,
was
like,
blind,
tell you
I was
what,
high.
life, like,
right.
I had to get my shine right, 80 down the turnpike. I was about in the hindsight, now it's our time, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what would you say that you were blind to?
Just like blind to the fact like shit gonna happen. You can't control shit from happening. You only can control what you can control. You feel me? You can't control people's actions. You only could see what people do and you deal with them how you deal with them. You feel me? Just blind to a lot of shit that was going on around me, with certain relationships I was keeping with friends and females. You know, certain aspects of the game that I wasn't really understanding. It's just like, you know, the game ain't fair all the time, but you got to keep on playing. So so it's just like, you know, you can't be up here trying to blame or put everything on some certain situations, because as people we do that. You just got to be like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep going. You feel me? I'm gonna keep on moving. Or like, you know, decisions I was making sometimes, because I say 80 down that turnpike, like going 80 down the turnpike, that I was moving reckless.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay, yeah, you said your uncle told you make it right.
Like, you know, my uncle told me, like, you know, my Uncle Junior, he passed away, like, you know what, always used to be like, you know what, you gotta think about your decisions. You gotta really, really think. Like, niggas be like, when you, it's like I said, certain shit that you hear that's cliche, that you just be like, everybody say it, because you hear it from everybody. But that shit is like, that shit the truth. Like, you really gotta think before you do things. You know, you gotta, like I was telling him the other day, it's like, it's who you mess with. Like, who am I messing with? Why am I messing with them? And when do I engage with them? It's like, you gotta ask yourself those type of questions all the time. You always gotta be thinking. So it's just like, I was blind to all that stuff. And like me thinking about it now in hindsight, because you know, hindsight is always 2020. You feel me? But I was, you know, blind to all that shit. So now it's just like, it's a new day, it's a new me. I'm gonna keep it pushing, and it's our time to shine.
I feel that it's your time to shine now that you can open up your eyes. You see it.
Yeah. See clearly, it's bright.
Getting to it. And you know what, G. Perico, he said something like that, like, if you ain't adding value to me, there's no point in me being around you, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing a lot of people got to realize. A lot of the people you with could be wasting your time.
Yeah.
If y'all always on bull crap, it really, at this point in time of our lives, bro, we almost 30 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's getting late.
Yeah.
We got to make a move. We got to make it fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So on Live and Learn, off of the score, we maintaining, but I'm telling you, my patience waving. And I could
I maintain it, but I tell you, my patience waving.
And could take it if, or could you take it if they told you that
you wouldn't make it?
Yeah. Now I know that this has something to do with you getting shot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, people gotta understand that in life, people gonna tell you can't make it all the time.
But that's like a double entendre. It means so many other things. It don't just mean
me. Like
we maintain it. Like we doing what we gotta do, but shit, that pressure do. It do weigh on you sometimes. That's all good. That pressure do weigh on you sometimes. You do feel like shit. I can't take this shit no more. Nigga gonna have to bust a move, and we gonna have to go do something.
Yeah.
But it's like.
But that's so, even the way that you even said it was, man, could you take it if they told you that you wouldn't make it? Like, man, oh my God. I don't know. I mean, because I guess because I know what you went through. Yeah. And I guess it just took me into my own little like, damn. Like, man,
no, but me getting shot, like that's a tragedy, but that don't take away from whatever your situation is. Or I'm just saying anybody, you know. And I never, like, when I tell my story to people, or if I tell it to people, it's just like, I don't want you to think that just because I went through something traumatic, that take away from whatever you think is fucked up.
Because everybody has their own version.
Yeah. So that's what that is. That's all that was about. So just try to be universal with everything. You know, make sure I when I do say stuff, it connect.
And that too, and just the negative, the criticism.
Yeah, everything.
You know what I'm saying? All that stuff.
Everything.
It sucks.
Everything.
So we got MVP live from the trenches. As strong as our weakest link, we thinking how the winners think.
We're moving off the energy while you recruit the enemy.
Right, and see, this is the thing. This is something that they always taught us in sports. You're only as strong as your weakest link. I never really understood what that meant until I got older. Oh, it clicked for you too at some point.
Yeah, real. Right.
I never really understood that because you got to understand, bro. You played quarterback. Yeah. If you went out and the other quarterback wasn't ready, it's over. It's a wrap. Yeah. So. What made you think about that? And what was that going? What was going through your mind?
It's just like everybody around me got to be solid in your own way. You might not could do what I do. I might not could do what you do. He might not could do what you do. But if we all solid in what we doing, then the link gonna be strong. Now, if we got a nigga in the link that's not solid in what he doing or how he moving in his actions, then anybody come infiltrate and break that shit. And now we all fucked up. It's like if you see a gang of ants running on the lines, you put your finger right there. They gonna be fucked up for a minute, and then
they gonna get it back together.
Bro, they gonna get it right back together, and they gonna just be walking right around your finger. I swear to God.
That's the craziest analogy right there. They gonna do their thing regardless.
Yeah. So it's just like they all solid though. They all got one mission. Wherever the candy or the sugar shit at, we get in there and we bring it back to we bringing it back. We bringing it back to the nest. We bring it back to the queen. Like, that's what we got to go do. We all out here working. And that's what it is. Like, you gotta have. If we a unit, if we moving as a unit, we moving as a team. Everybody just gotta be solid. Because once we run into one nigga that's not solid, then the whole team fucked up. Then we gotta regroup. Gotta go back to the drawing board. We gotta talk to this nigga, or he just gotta respectfully gotta go your own way.
See, that's what's most important about teamwork. Because see, when you got gang, your team need it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, in the next bar, I said, "Get my niggas game so they know." Get my niggas game so I know they never even me. I rather see them score before I score. That's just the G in me.
That's big. That's selfless. He like
That's in the same bar. Yeah. So it's just like that's the whole thing. The whole stanza was just about like, nigga, everybody got to be solid. Like, I don't care even if I'm the MVP, even if I'm the nigga on the squad, if I'm the face, bro, I'd rather see you go do it.
Yeah.
Like Marshawn Lynch said. He said. I guess they wanted him to play some more in the Super Bowl when they dug the Broncos out like 46-0. Like they wanted
Bronco fan.
Oh, my bad, bro. You wasn't happy that day. Lost a lot of money, huh? They lost some bread. bread on that.
Said, oh man.
No, I didn't play.
No.
But he was like, you know what? I said I'm gonna let my young bull do it.
Yeah.
Let him eat. You know what I'm saying? You got to be selfless like that. Adrian Peterson, 2 yards away from breaking a rushing record?
Yeah.
Got out and let the dude do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what it takes for everybody to win and stuff like that. People never forget.
Yeah, that's how you live on.
Yeah.
You feel me? You want to leave some shit like here. Like we all gonna die. Not like that. We all gonna be out this motherfucker. So what you gonna believe behind? They be like, oh yeah, it's a good nigga right there. Just like Nipsey, like his energy's still here. Like he gone. He been gone what, a year? I don't know how long he been
gone, like a year and a half.
Almost 2 years. Yeah. So it's just like the energy's still here. And he's still talking about him. You can go on Instagram. You still gonna see somebody post a clip of him. Like so, it's just like that. I rather leave that behind than niggas saying like, oh yeah, he was a nigga with all the bread. He was this. He was that. Like he really helped me improve. He helped improve something. He left some value here. That's still here. Right. And that's what I see it.
My thing is, I want to be able to leave my kids, you know what I'm saying, God willing, I don't die no time soon.
Yeah.
Connections, big connections, not little connections, big connections. It's only so far the streets are gonna take you.
Nah,
you know, because
streets ain't gonna take you only two places.
Right, because what you doing in the streets in LA, they ain't gonna care about in Atlanta.
Yeah.
LA doing it, that's irrelevant to us.
Yeah.
When you talk about business, you got big business in LA, they want to do business with you in Atlanta. They want to do business with you in New York.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you keep adding value.
No, for real, value.
Right.
So that's why I always say, if you can add value to people's lives, you can be a millionaire.
Yeah, for sure.
You can add value to their life.
Sure.
So fortunate. Homie said, you want a percentage, you ain't worked for this. What you mean you want a piece of what I've been doing? You want to, so do you strive to be an independent artist?
Yeah. Okay. I strive to make it make sense. Yeah. You feel me? So if that's me being independent,
a peace of mind.
Yeah. If that's baby be independent, that's independent. Now, like you said, if somebody could come help add value to my situation, then we got a conversation. Yeah. But until then, it's like, nah, you're not getting nothing. Because like you said, nigga, I had to believe in this when nobody else believed in it. I had to really get it out the mud.
You ain't even know who this person was.
Like, bro, who are you? I don't even know you. Or even if I have been knowing you, like now you seen this going good, you seen everything happening.
Be involved.
Like, nah, nigga, where was you 6 months ago? Said, well, when I call you to just come to the show, buy a $10 ticket from a nigga, you can do that. So I'm not about to include you in nothing.
I did that. I mean, straight like that. I know you heard that, like you said on the barbershop. Your latest single, Like This. To live like this, you got to take some risks. Now, a lot of people are afraid to take these risks because a lot of the time, when you take this risk, it's taking you out of a very comfortable position that you're in. The risk could be leaving your job, leaving your family, moving out somewhere all by yourself and start all over again. When you speak on risks, how valuable do you feel risks are to your success, or just anybody's success in general?
I mean, without a risk, then you can't get rich.
Yeah, facts.
That's what I said too. Without a risk, you can't get rich. Like you got to take risks, but they got to be calculated risks. You just can't do something because you feel like, it's impulsive. You got to think about it, and like you said, sometimes it's gonna make you uncomfortable to
it
jump.
Is uncomfortable.
No, it's for sure. But it's like if you don't do it, then you'll never know what's on the other side of the wall. You'll know if you don't never go through the door. You don't know what's wait. It could be some shit over there, but it's like, bro, I'm scared to open this motherfucker. And you just gonna be, we gonna walk past it every day. Put your ear to it, and it just ain't gonna be nothing. So that's what it is.
You broke that down. So Hard Times Shape Me. You know what I'm saying? That was your project. The name of that, that's really a great name.
Yeah, thank you.
Hard Times Shape Me. Because a lot of people don't really understand when we run into our obstacles. I don't want nothing to do with that. But you got to understand your obstacles, your hard times. That's what makes you.
Yeah.
That's what prepares you to get your own stuff and print it on your own. That's what prepares you to get shot and go even harder for what you want to believe in and be able to even go outside again. Some people go into a shell. I don't even want to go outside no more. I don't want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So then you go on with this line right here, off the shield. Shot 28 times. I'm still here. I got a purpose.
Yeah.
When you go through those moments, it's an eye opener. It's always an eye opener. So at that point, do you feel like your purpose is bigger than what you ever imagined?
Yeah.
Or would you say that you only thought so big, and then after that situation, you begin to think even bigger?
I mean, I always thought big though.
Yeah.
I always thought something was gonna happen for me. Like, I always thought big. I mean, I guess you could say now it's just like, okay, for sure, we got work to do. For sure, something gonna happen. But I feel like if you don't work towards your purpose, then it's purposeless to have a purpose.
Yeah, like you said.
So
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta work towards it though. Like you got a purpose. Okay, so making music is gonna help me, or maybe it might not be music. It may be the platform that music give me. To that's probably my purpose, you know. But it's like if I don't work towards it, then it ain't gonna mean nothing. And I felt like after getting shot, that was the like, I gotta work towards this now. Now it's like I gotta keep it going.
Okay, so what can we expect from Bale in 2021?
I mean, a lot.
2020 was a rocky, ugly. Nobody was prepared year.
Yeah, just a lot of music, man. A lot of music. I'm getting ready to do a lot of big things, so just gotta stay tuned. Everybody follow me, Bale UTL. That's everything.
Trenches clothing.
That's everything, Bale UTL. But just a lot of music, man. A lot of music, a lot of hard work, and we're gonna get it off. 2021 is looking like it's gonna be a big year for me.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, I feel that because I felt like that too. Like this year, something's gonna pop.
Energy, man. It's gonna crack.
It's gonna crack.
Yeah.
He said
it's gonna crack.
But look, y'all. This is Clapitup LA. My boy Big Kev, Trenches Clothing. My boy Bale.
Yes, sir.
Y'all make sure y'all tap in. We're gonna clap it up to that. We out.